Go, Jim! Go, Jim!
Key West, Florida has a mantra stating, "What happens in Key West stays in Key West." It's probably partially to do with the fact that it is a remote island separated from the rush, the stress, and the weather of anywhere else. International droves flock here to soak up the sun, the culture, and to enjoy supreme racing and regatta management.
We're sailing with the Quantum Racing. Quantum is the sponsor of Key West Race Week. Been doing it for a few years now and thrilled to be part of the organization. It's a great regatta and great fun. We've had great sailing. The conditions are just fantastic out on the water. The conditions on shore are fun too. There's so many friends that are sailing in either on our boat or on other boats that we know that you run into at places around town. It's just an absolute blast. And that's why you do it. You do it because of the people. You love the sport. You have a passion for the sport. I do anyway. Being around other people who have that same passion and are good friends make it a special sport, and this a special regatta.
Arriving from almost 20 countries, teams prep for a marathon, not a sprint. And once Monday morning hit, it was finally time to show off their stuff.
But it's certainly going to be every bit of 20. So you need to make sure that before you leave the dock, get anything you can get sorted, try to sort it here. Inflating marks, you may want to do the inflating marks here rather than out there. Your call.
The outskirts of the island danced with activity each morning and filled the ocean south of the southernmost point on 4 divisions. The big kahunas, the larger one design classes, ORC and sport boats, and the distance racers and multi-hulls. Big breeze greeted the 135 boats, and fleets were pushed to their limits while race committees and spectator boats impressively witnessed stacked starting lines, close maneuvers, and tight finishes. Starting with the performance cruisers, Defiant and New York 40, owned by John Stryker, won each of their long-distance races.
Talk to me.
Now up.
On course 3, the 2 J122s and ORC1 clashed the entire week, exchanging 1s and 2s. The team family, aboard Teamwork, ended up with better decisions and better boat handling for the win. Over to Division 2, the Melges 24 class had a trading places scenario with Blind Squirrel and Black Seal.
We always make a point of coming to Key West Race Week, probably our favourite regatta of the year. The weather in January is fantastic, and if you're coming from the UK, I can tell you it's more than fantastic. I've got a multinational crew. One of us, it's her first Key West week, and so she's getting a new love in her life. For me, it's probably about my 8th. And it's probably the first regatta that goes in the diary every year.
Match racing broke out on the course near the end of the week, and the final race on Friday crowned Richard Thompson the winner.
2, 1, mark!
The newest one design class to Key West is the CNC 30 class. This boat offers the thrill and technology of a big boat with the convenience and the one design nature of a small boat.
We have 11 boats on the line, one design, which is awesome. The starts and the first mark grounding is really tight. The boats are really fast. As soon as you come off the weather mark and you set, boat just takes off downwind, and we make it back about half the time we make it up.
Annapolis-based bobsled, owned by Bob Moran, and Dan Cherish's Extreme 2 from Michigan were 2 of the most experienced teams. But Walt Therian's Themis, also hailing from Annapolis, squeaked out their overall win. The biggest one design fleet was the J70s, which hit the scene a few years ago and spread like wildfire. No amount of water was going to cool off Carlo Alberini's Calvi network. Reigning Key West J70 champs and Boat of the Week winners, this Italian team rose and slaughtered the 54-boat fleet. Finishing with the largest boats on the water, the Maxi 72s got in 9 races under their Division I PRO Ken Legler authority. Caolila R from Malta started strong, but Habfouth's Bellamente accepted the challenge and came back stronger for the win. By winning the Maxi 72 class, Bellamente was also awarded the coveted Boat of the Week trophy. Recently crowned Rolex Yachtsman of the Year, Steve Benjamin just got into the TP52 class last summer, and we're proud to trade blows with multi-time winner of the 52 series, Quantum Racing.
We're racing under different rules, a wider range of boats in our class this regatta, so it's a little bit different type of racing for us. But the crew that we have is the crew that we've been sailing with for a number of years. So we go out, we sail, we do the best we can, and we just have a great group of folks that have been part of this program for many, many years, and we just have a ball.
Doug DeVos and crew aboard Quantum Racing were victorious in IRC 1. The Storm Trysail Club, with sponsor Quantum and Party Central Kelly's, were kind to invite all Mother Nature had to throw at the regatta. That's the beauty of a 5-day regatta, though. Every kind of sailor has their time in the limelight. Thank you to all of the committees and volunteers, to the sailors and prospective attendants. We'll see you next year. For Quantum Key West Race Week, this is Ashley Love.